A large chunk of adults are suffering from depression or might have suffered from an episode of depression at some point in their life or the other. And it may shock you to know that you or somebody in your close circle may be within those numbers. Life deals us some hard blows sometimes and may be very difficult to manage. And for reasons that may border around our makeup, our environment, our knowledge base, capacity, history, experiences, even temperaments, may be factors that will point us to how we respond to these challenges, whether in a good way or in a bad way. Now, even in the cases of temperaments, I know that people who are predominantly melancholy are quite emotional people, and people who are very emotional are people who are very predisposed to being depressed because they can be at two different extremes in a split second. So somebody that is very emotional can be very happy now, and the next moment he's sad. So these things can predispose us to being depressed. Life doesn't always happen the way we planned for life to happen, and in some instances life comes and it happens in ways that throws us off balance. You just get the news that a loved one has just passed. That can lead you into deep sadness, or probably you were just at breakfast and you say, I've given my all to this relationship for the past years. I was loyal and all that, and then he just wakes up one morning and says, I want out. Or probably you just got a sack letter, or you're in financial turbulence, you've experienced disappointments, delays, unmet expectations, unbearable pressures, even sickness. These things can lead us to being very sad and even depressed. Now, when the sadness is deep-seated, then I can say it is tending towards being depressed. And then even if you are feeling depressed, it is okay to be in that state maybe for a day or two, probably in the heart or in the heat of passion, and then after everything dies out, you get back to your normal life. But when it lingers on for too long, then there is a problem. You see yourself starting to avoid things that you loved to do before, or avoiding people that you used to love being around. Then something is wrong, or you're very irritable, you have a hard time managing your anger, you get frequent outbursts of anger, you can't even manage it. It is a pointer that something is going on and you need to check. Or you start having dark thoughts of hurting yourself or hurting people, and to the extreme, suicidal thoughts. That means there's a real problem. You might need to seek for help at this time. You shouldn't be too hard on yourself. Don't start thinking and dwelling on your regrets, on your mistakes. Start ruminating on your regrets. It is not necessary. When you make a mistake, learn your lessons from that mistake and move on. Even the best of us make mistakes, so learn to get over things that you feel like you have not done well, you have done poorly. Learn to get over them and move on. I also say learn to love yourself. Learn to love yourself. God created you in a unique way. You are not exactly like any other person, and nobody is like you. So learn to love the uniqueness about you. Some people always seek validation from other people. Like they are wearing a long hair and they see someone with a short hair and they feel like they have to carry a short hair. If not, they can't meet up. You see, you start seeking validation from things that are not important, from people that don't even have a say, should not have a say in your life, people that you don't even care, people that don't even notice you. You start seeking validation from them. You will end up hurting yourself. Learn to love yourself. You are born with a dark skin, and you feel like because a light-skinned girl passed and people don't, you feel like you have to be light-skinned, or people won't find you attractive. Be comfortable in your own skin. You can be a dark-skinned girl, but you can have a dark glowing skin, and then people will still stay. You can be born with a light skin, and then you take care of yourself and you look attractive. So don't use other people's standard to rule your own life. Learn to love yourself. I can't overemphasize that. A lot of people are driving themselves crazy because they want to just be like other people. Learn to love yourself. It is a big problem. Also, don't set unrealistic and unreasonable targets, goals, expectations for yourself, because you're already setting yourself up to fail. You just wake up one morning and say, I need to start down my skyscraper and I need to be done by weekend. Really? That is unreasonable. That's unrealistic. You know that you cannot build your skyscraper from start to finish between Monday to Sunday. So don't set yourself up to fail. Don't put yourself under unnecessary pressures. Don't do that. It is very toxic for you. Even while setting goals, it says set smart goals, because those are goals that are measurable, that are achievable, goals that are realistic. Don't just wake up and set goals that you know you cannot achieve. It puts you under unnecessary pressures. I would also say try as much as possible from time to time to have an introspection, a self-examination. Look within you. The truth is that some of the things we face now may be caused by us, yes. And these things may even be things like character flaws, habits that may be giving us the outcomes that we don't want, the vibe that we don't want. You feel like people are neglecting you, people are rejecting you. Maybe because of the character traits that you portray. People don't want to be around you. You don't know simple things like being polite, saying thank you, saying I'm sorry, saying please. These are little things, but they are very important. So when you look within, you'll be able to find out that there are some things that you need to adjust ever so slightly or even so much. So let us have introspection. Let us be honest with ourselves. Honest feedback with ourselves. Also, you can extend it to people around, people who genuinely care about you. The truth is that there's a part of you called the blind you that is a part that you do not see, but other people see. So you are blinded to that part of you, but other people see that part of you. And so when you are able to meet people who genuinely care and love you, they will be able to give you honest feedback about yourself. They may tell you that you talk too much, or they may tell you that you are too secretive, or you are this or that, whatever it is. They may be able to give you honest and constructive criticisms and feedback, and then you can work with it. Also, find support systems. Like I said, there are people that genuinely love and care about you. Build support systems around those people. So these are people that when you have an issue and they get to learn about it, they don't judge you based on that. Like, they love you beyond even the mistakes you make. Find people like that. They may be your family members, they may be friends, they may be co-workers, whatever. Find people that you can call your support system. They may come in handy when you can't go on life. You can't go on with life again. When you feel like you want to give up. These are people that you can call and they won't judge you. So find support system. Also, I would say seek knowledge. A lot of the problems that we have today are knowledge-based. Honestly. It may not be that witch in your village or in your father's house or whatever. I believe in the spirituality of life, yeah. But I also know that a lot of things that happen are because of a knowledge gap. Ignorance comes to play in a lot of our decisions, and then when the outcomes come, it is unpalatable and then we are not happy. But we would have dealt with it rightly if we had knowledge, if we had enough knowledge or the right knowledge to go about it. So seek for knowledge. I cannot overemphasize that. Like, there are books lying down in your shelf that you have not opened. There are tapes that you have not listened to, things that will change your life, that if you had known, you will have made better decisions. So seek knowledge. Also seek help, seek counseling, seek medical help. Some of the issues, like I said, are even health issues. Like, some people can be sick now, and that sickness may lead into depression. And if you can handle the sickness, you find out that you can handle whatever the outcome of the sickness is, which is depression. So let us seek help. It could be psychological. It could be that you need a professional. You need to talk to a professional. So seek help. And I will also say find your peace. Find your peace. Like, this is very important for me. Very important. Find your peace. There are people or activities or places that, honestly, when you are around or when you engage in, you find peace. You find peace. If you can be quiet enough, if you can calm your mind enough and look inward, you find pointers to people or events or activities that when you do, you find peace. Me, for instance, if I'm troubled and I'm able to calm my mind, ward off distractions, and meditate well enough on whatever I'm going through and the possible answers or solutions surrounding it, I'll find out that I'll come out feeling better, and then I would have tangible answers to go on head on with whatever challenge it is. So I find my peace in meditation. I find my peace in prayer also. So find your peace. Yeah, there are activities you may engage in that will relax you, that would bring peace to your mind. So find your peace and then engage in these things. So I want to say that wherever you are, whatever you are going through right now, just know that it is not your dwelling place. It is just a passing phase. Honestly, you will look back 5 years from now and then you may even forget you ever went through this. Like, people will say you don't look like what you've been through, and truly you may not look like what you've been through. So don't dwell on the present thinking that your life is over. Your life is not over. Your life just began. Yeah, it is just a passing phase and you will get onto it. So get out of that your bed, get off from that bed, get out of your recluse and fight for your life. Fight for your life. You know, one of the reasons why you should not be depressed is that you are here for a purpose. You are not a biological accident. You did not just come from wherever you were and appeared on earth by mistake. No. You are here for a reason, and for the sake of your destiny and the destinies of people that are attached to you, you need to engage. The quality of life that you so desire, that you dream of, will not fall on your laps like ripe cherries. You need to engage. So get up and engage. Get up and do those things that make you happy. Get up and do those things that will give you peace. And so till I see you in my next video, be good.